So I want to talk a little bit about the HVAC system for cooling. And this system is one that is very innovative, but using off-the-shelf components. The heart of the system is two large tanks that are buried underneath the building. These are our thermal energy storage tanks. And what we do in the winter months when it's cool is the cooling towers charge the thermal energy storage tanks at night when it's cooler. And in the morning we have two big tanks full of chilled water, and we can provide cooling to the building, to the induction diffusers, the office air handling unit, and the laboratory air handling units. We can do that all with cooling tower produced chilled water, and that's a 90 to 95% reduction in cooling energy. In the warmer months, we have a water-to-water heat pump set up to be able to make the chilled water. And we run that water-to-water heat pump, we run it at night typically to make chilled water at night in the thermal storage tanks. And there's two reasons that we do that. One is at night, the cooling tower, that was where we reject the heat, it runs more efficiently at night. And then also electricity is cheaper at night. So we get a lower cost of electricity and more efficient system if we make the chilled water at night. We fill up the chilled water tanks during the evening, and then during the day we're using that. We do have an air-cooled chiller as a backup to the system, and typically the water-to-water heat pump, when it's running, if we're not using the cooling tower and during certain times of the year, we can actually make hot water on the other side of that heat pump. So that heat pump can make chilled water and hot water simultaneously. So if we think about a spring day or a fall day where we might need a little bit of heat in the morning and then cold water or cooling in the afternoon, that water-to-water heat pump can provide both. Looking at the heating diagram, it's similar. We use the thermal storage tanks, but in the winter months when we need heat, and that's primarily in this climate when you need heat, we can take one of the tanks and run it as a warmer temperature tank, and we'll use the water-to-water heat pump to make that warm water. We set it up in a way that the heating is done with 100-degree Fahrenheit hot water instead of the typical 180-degree hot water system. If we had done that, the heat pump would have had to work a lot harder to make the hot water and used a lot more energy to do so.